The General Assembly will have the final word, expected on June 18th, a step largely seen as a rubber stamp of the Council decision where the 5 permanent members had the power to veto his nomination. The incumbent was the only candidate formally nominated by a member state, a key criteria for anyone seeking the UN's highest office. The Council decision was communicated by its president.
The Security Council, having considered the question of the recommendation for the appointment of the Secretary General of the United Nations, recommends to the General Assembly that Mr. Antonio Guterres be appointed Secretary General of the United Nations for a second term of office from 1st of January 2022 to 31st of December 2026. Even though we had only one official candidate, the process of the selection has not changed since last time. Now we pass on the torch to the UN General Assembly.
Laying out a vision statement for a second term in May, Guterres called for a surge in diplomacy for peace while urging member states to avoid a new type of Cold War, while stressing the linkages between the climate threat, nuclear proliferation, and the pushback on human rights globally.
We are at a fragile moment, and it is absolutely clear to me that today's complex challenges can only inspire a humble approach, one in which the Secretary General alone neither has all the answers nor seeks to impose his views, one in which the Secretary General supports member states and relevant stakeholders to lead the necessary changes and makes his good offices available, working as a convener, a mediator, a bridge builder and an honest broker to help find solutions that benefit everyone involved and to overcome the challenges and contradictions that I have mentioned earlier. The Secretary General must feel every day the acute responsibilities of the office, guided by the Charter, and making human dignity and peace with nature, including for future generations, the core of our common work and endeavour.
In a statement, Human Rights Watch called on Guterres to energetically promote human rights in his second term by using the UN bully pulpit to call out powerful governments responsible for systemic abuses, while criticising his non-confrontational approach, particularly where the major powers were involved, as the incumbent again highlighted the urgent need to strengthen the global intergovernmental system.
To achieve this defining moment, we have to strengthen multilateralism so it can function as its founders envisioned, so that we can guarantee that international cooperation is carried out in an effective way, and that it is the norm of this increasingly interconnected world, especially in those areas considered world public goods or of a common global interest. It is important that we work together to pinpoint those areas that may need governance improvements and to work together to promote them. And we must remain faithful to our reform efforts and continuous improvement in a UN capable, agile, and responsive to current and future challenges.
The position has never been held by a woman, and it appears inevitable that the wait will continue for at least another 5 years. Sherwin Bryce-Pease, SABC News, New York.